Hey everyone, welcome back to Sacred Cards, and today I'm going to share an update to my Marincess deck profile. Marincess is one of my favorite decks and one I've done a lot of testing with. I've been trying to fine tune it for a few years now and I'm always making small tweaks here and there. Be sure to check out the other content and profiles on my channel. I'm doing all I can to be a part of this wonderful community and grow the channel. I'm working with a few other people, including my brother, who specializes in graphic design, among many other areas of film. So stay tuned for more in the future. So with all that said, I'll go through my deck list and try and explain the cards as best I can. Let's get into the deck profile. First off, I play 3 copies of Marincess Blue Tang. She is your main starter and the one you want to see most often. When she is normal or special summoned, she can send a Marincess card from your deck to the graveyard. When you link her off, you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck, add a Marincess monster or Marincess card from your deck to your hand. Next, I play 3 copies of Marincess Seahorse. She is a good 1-card starter and a target to send to the graveyard with your copy of Blue Tang. She can special summon herself from the hand to a zone a Marincess monster points to. Also, she can banish herself from the graveyard and special summon a monster from your hand to a zone a Marincess Link monster points to. Another one of my favorites is 3 copies of Marincess Spring Girl. She can banish a card from the grave to special summon herself to the field. When used as link material, she can send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard up to the number of Marincess monsters you control and burn your opponent 200 life points for each Marincess card sent. Three copies of Marincess Pascalis. She can special summon a monster from hand when she is normal or special summoned. She can also banish herself from the graveyard to add back a Marincess spell or trap from your graveyard to your hand. Great for recycling your resources. I have a hard time playing any less than 3 copies. Last up for the Marincess monsters, I play 1 copy of Mandarin, 1 copy of Sleepy Maiden, and 1 copy of Basilalima. Mandarin can special summon herself from the hand or graveyard to a zone a link monster points to if you control 2 or more monsters. Sleepy Maiden can target a card you control, special summon herself from hand, and protect that card from being destroyed by card effects. She can also banish herself from the graveyard to target a Marincess Link monster and equip it to a Link monster you control. Basilalima is another name and a good resource to have available. When she is in the graveyard, she can banish herself to protect your Marincess monsters from being destroyed by card effects. Now that is it for the monsters. Next for some interruptions, I play 3 copies of Ash Blossom, 3 copies of Ghost Mourner, 3 copies of Ghost Ogre, and 3 copies of Effect Veiler. These cards can be changed out for whatever you like. This is just a lineup that I've enjoyed playing. One of the great things about this deck is having a large number of slots for disruptions to try and stop or slow down your opponent's plays. Now that is it for the monsters. Now for the spells, kicking things off with 3 copies of Signet Mining. This card can search any level 4 or lower Cyberse monster from your deck to your hand by sending 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. It ensures you always have a Marincess monster to play with or get any other resource you might need to extend your plays. Next up is 2 copies of Marincess Battle Ocean. This is a searchable field spell that increases your monster's attack by 200 and 600 for every card equipped to your monster. I like two because you don't mind seeing one in your opening hand, and it pairs very well with our next spell card, which is 3 copies of Marincess Dive. Dive can special summon any Marincess monster from your deck when Battle Ocean is on the field, or summons one from graveyard. It's one of your best extenders and is also searchable with your copies of Marincess Sea Angel. Next, I play 2 copies of Pot of Desires and 1 copy of Called by the Grave. Desires is great for some draw power and really helps with the deck's consistency. Called by the Grave is a good one-of to help your plays go through and a very powerful card to have access to at any stage of the game. Last card in the main deck is 2 copies of Marincess Wave. I love this card because it's a trap that can be played from your hand to negate an effect on your opponent's side of the field and make your water monsters unaffected by card effects. It's also not once per turn, so I like having 2 copies. That is it for the main deck. Now onto the extra deck. Starting off with 2 copies of Marincess Blue Slug. When she is link summoned, she can add a Marincess monster from your graveyard back to your hand. It does lock you into water monsters, but that does not hinder this deck one bit. Next up, I play 2 copies of Marincess Sea Angel. She is one of the most important cards in the deck because she will search you any Marincess spell from your deck to your hand, be it your Battle Ocean or your copies of Marincess Dive. For the Link 2s, I play 2 copies of Coral Anemone. And 1 copy of Marincess Crystal Heart. Anemone targets a water monster with 1500 or less attack and specials it to a zone she points to. And when she is sent to the graveyard, you can add any Marincess card back to your hand. With Crystal Heart, when you link with it, you can make your monster unaffected by card effects while Battle Ocean is on the field. If I can, I like making this before going into my Link 4, giving it additional protection. For the Link 3s, I play 1 copy of Coral Triangle and 1 copy of Marincess Marbled Rock. Coral Triangle will search your Marincess Wave from deck to hand by sending a water monster to the graveyard. She can banish herself from the graveyard to special summon monsters whose link ratings equal 3. She is great for helping you recover and rebuild when you need to. Marbled Rock can get any Marincess card from the graveyard back to your hand and is great for the grind game to help you recycle your resources. Also, if your opponent attacks, you can send a Marincess monster from your hand to the graveyard to protect them and prevent you from taking further battle damage. For the big boss monsters, I play 1 copy of Marincess Aqua Argonaut, 1 copy of Great Bubble Reef, and 1 copy of Wonderheart. Aqua Argonaut can make it so your opponent can only attack this card. You can negate a spell or trap effect by special summoning a monster that is equipped to it. Plus, you can target 1 water monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls, return them to the hand. Bubble Reef can banish a monster from your graveyard to draw a card during the standby phase. She gains 600 attack each time a monster is banished. Also, you can send a water monster from your hand to the graveyard to special summon one of your banished Marincess monsters. Wonderheart is good for helping clear your opponent's board because when she attacks, she can special summon a monster she is equipped with that can also attack as well. Sometimes I need to make her going second, so it's a nice option to have. Last, for the non-Marincess monsters, I play 1 copy of World Sea Dragon Zealantis, 1 copy of Splash Mage, and 1 copy of number 4, Stealth Kraken. Zealantis can be made with any Link 4 monster. It can banish all monsters on the field, then special summon as many that were banished by this effect in face up or face down defense position. During the battle phase, quick effect, you can destroy monsters on the field up to the number of co-linked monsters. Splash Mage is a good extender that can target a Cyberse monster in the graveyard and special summon it in defense position. Stealth Kraken turns all monsters on the field into water. During either player's main phase, quick effect, destroy a water monster your opponent controls, then inflict damage to your opponent equal to half of the attack it had on the field. Well, that is it for the deck profile. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if there's anything you like or didn't like, feel free to leave me a comment below telling me what you think. Be sure to like the video if you did, and subscribe for more content. Thank you for your support. Have a great day.